Station 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above.
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. Hank Whittier is in the studio. It's time for Veterans News. Good morning, Hank.
Another cloudy, kind of gray day, but that's okay. It's warm. Don't have to shovel it.
That's right.
Good.
That's right. Don't have to shovel
this.
that.
That's
Right.
like talk about people with the heat. You know, always complained about the heat in Florida. Yeah, but you don't shovel it. You know, you can always
right.
get into an air-conditioned building someplace. Unfortunately, that's not the case where we all came from, Larry and most of us here. Anyway, I always like to listen to that song. It's a song that never goes out of style. It's God Bless America,
Yeah.
so never goes out of style. We do have a casualty this morning. A firefighter from Spring Township in Michigan killed while on duty. Actually, he was training. Charles C. Adams. And that, unfortunately, that's one too many, but it is the only one we have this morning. So, Larry, why don't we go right into that? And then we got a lot of announcements to make this morning. And
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Alrighty, thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. Why don't you talk about Bob Wines and all those good people first, and then we got some announcements, some charity events coming up we're involved in, and some other groups are involved in.
Well, first and foremost, we want to thank the source, WOCA, for putting us on the air here for Veterans News Hour. And we want to thank the folks at Bob Wines, Camellia Garden and Nursery, which is located at 2610 Southeast 38th Street in our own beautiful Ocala. When it comes to your landscaping needs, Bob Wines has everything you need, from small plants to large trees, mulch, fertilizer, and much more. And if you can't pick it up, Bob Wines will deliver it. They will plant and guarantee the trees. And Bob Wines Camellia Garden and Nursery has been keeping things blooming in Ocala since 1952. And when you go there, make sure you tell them you heard about them on WOCA. And if you tell them you're a veteran, you get a 10% veterans discount. And the great folks at our Ocala Ford dealer. And when we say Ocala Ford dealer, we're also talking about the great Ford dealers that serve Gainesville, Leesburg, the Villages, and Bellevue. For more information, you can call 352-732-4800 or visit the showroom, any of the showrooms, the main one being at 2816 on North Pine in Ocala. They have great deals on new Ford cars and trucks, used Ford cars and trucks, and other makes, service and repair, and they're even open on Saturdays, and they can also give you a fine lease.
Outstanding, very good. Well, they've been advertising with us or supporting us for a long time, and I don't think it has anything to do with nepotism, but Larry and I, just because we're related, I've been on the radio now for 12 years, Larry? Larry's always correcting me. I think, I'm thinking.
I would say, yeah, 12
Yeah,
years.
I think it has been. I think we started a long time
12
ago.
years?
Yeah, it's amazing what they'll allow on the radio, isn't it? It really is. Anyway, we've enjoyed it. It's been a good run. It's been a lot of fun. We've had our ups and downs and some controversies, but it's been outstanding. Good morning out there, folks. Anyway, it's a good day. Good day in Ocala. Like every day in Ocala, it's a good day, and we appreciate the opportunity to come to you. We do have quite a few things coming up here the first part of this year, a couple of the charity events that not only support us, but support some other organizations. So we have, it's kind of bittersweet. We're certainly glad to participate in it, but it's the first Donnie Harrison Foundation charity event that supports a number of charities here in town, and that's out there at Golden, Ocala. We happen to be one of them, the Symphony Orchestra and some other organizations. I think there's 5 of us all together that are going to benefit from the golf and tennis tournament. And but a little bittersweet, it's about a year ago that Donnie was killed on that motorcycle, and we miss him. He was a great guy. But his legacy lives on because that's what that's all about, that, the foundation will support things that he cared about, so we appreciate that opportunity. You got some dates and opportunities in mind that people can play golf, play tennis, or just contribute?
Yes, sir, I do. The tennis match will be Sunday, March the 6th, followed by a reception for the donors, and we'll have appetizers. There'll be a cash bar, a silent auction, and the golf tournament is on March 7th. Now, on both days, registration is 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., and you can get more information if you go to Google and hit www.donharrisonfoundation.org. If for some reason you don't have a computer, we can give you a little more information at Vets Helping Vets if you want to call us at 352-433-2320. And we'll have more information coming on this on upcoming shows as we learn more, and we appreciate your support because, Don Harrison is very beloved to all of us.
Yeah. Well, that and the good folks at Golden Ocala really have been outstanding. They were great to us and have been good to veterans and other charities. They do a lot of things out there people don't know about, and I'm not, and they sort of like it that way, but those folks have been very generous to this community. So again, they open up their doors and their gates to another charity event that benefits a lot of people in town, not just us. And then we are really getting nearer and nearer to our boxing, our amateur celebrity boxing match, which Sampson over here, ringmaster, I guess I'll call you the ringmaster, sort of like a circus. Our ringmaster will talk about here. You ready?
Well,
Can you hold your enthusiasm down just a little bit? Right?
Well, it's pretty exciting. You're in the toughest fight of the night. There's no question. You're fighting Kathy Bryant, and it's 3 1-minute rounds, and it's going to seem like an eternity for you.
Well, I'll carry her for a round. I
saw the risque boxing outfit she's going to be wearing to distract you and make your head a bobblehead doll.
But you haven't seen my risque boxing.
Please. Sheriff Chris Blair said, "Hey, Sampson, I'm in. If it's going to be for your broken wing kids, the kids that you guys, the veterans, have been helping, 100 people will come just to see me get beat up, probably." And we laughed. But he's in with Baby Cakes Jay Bork, who just fought in the 50 and over Golden Gloves Championships in Columbus, Ohio, and made the semifinals. And Baby Cakes Jay, he got the name because I was texting a girl that I thought was pretty cute that I wanted to date, and I texted her, "Good morning, Baby Cakes XO," which I guess is hug kiss, and then I hit Jay, the heavyweight. Of course, he immediately responded with, "What the heck are you doing?" So we promptly informed the audience at his next fight that are we ready for some cake, and he's Baby Cakes. Commissioner David Moore will be in with Jesse Sampson, Jesse James, my son. He's going to be in tough. Pete Brigham is like 6'3" from the Attorney General's office. He's going to be going up against Anthony. Yeah, the state attorney's office. He's up against Anthony James, who's like 6'3", 305. And I think he's a general manager of a hotel or something.
Yeah,
Homewood Suites.
Homewood Suites.
Homewood Suites, yeah, a real nice place. And,
And has fought before on several occasions.
Yeah,
so,
he's a tough
looking
guy.
forward to getting a hold of Pete Brigham.
yeah, well, Pete's no puppy. Pete's a vet, and he's a tough guy, big guy. And Stan McLean is in the toughest fight of the night, I think, other than yours. And he's going to be fighting Jacob Sampson, who we all know just won the middleweight belt. On November 14th. And it's just really exciting. The judges that have volunteered to be judges are great. Nancy Stacy, Kelly King from the school board, Ocala Police Chief Graham, great guy. Parnell Townley, I bumped into. He's 76 years old. He ran across the parking lot to get me some paperwork, a book he had about his company, because I had heard about him. And I read the book. It was a great book. It's a great story for Ocala. He's going to be one of our referees. Tito Ocasio. I got to put a pro fighter in there, someone that knows what he's doing. It's big and strong to rescue you when you're in there with Kathy K.O. Bryant. And then I've reached out to George Torman. Paula, his secretary, cracked up laughing. She said he might have a prior commitment, but she thinks he might want to get in the middle of this one. So we're looking forward to it. It's only a $10 donation. Front row seats are $20. It's veterans still serving with our Broken Wing program. As you know, we've had some very good success with a couple of the kids we've already worked with. Kids that were kicked out of school and getting Fs, and they've gone through some counseling and mentoring with our vets, and now we've got 5 A's and a B.
Why don't we do this? We'll kind of jump back into that because I want to give the dates again. But I think Larry's got to take a break and keep us all in the air and keep the lights on and all that good
I hear
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. Clouds breaking for some sun today. There can be a shower in spots along the coast, mainly this morning, the high 71 to 75. Partly to mostly cloudy tonight, low 58 to 62. Mostly cloudy Friday with a couple of showers, high 73 to 77. Saturday, clouds and breaks of sun and more humid with some showers, especially in the afternoon, a high 74 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Ooh, ouch. Does pain have you glued to the couch? Yes, unfortunately it's true that every year we must get older, but that doesn't mean we have to deal with pain in our back, knees, or shoulder. If your muscles and joints are sore, don't worry anymore. Come get acupuncture from me and you'll be pain-free. Acupuncture starts as low as $35 at a Better You Healthcare. Call me, Dr. Erica Olstein, at 615-5566. Stop your pain from driving you insane.
Hold everything, Ocala. Here's the scoop on a 3-day half-price tree sale right now at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Now listen, for 3 days only, now through Wednesday, every tree, large or small, is yours for half price off Bob Wine's already low prices. We're talking shade trees, dozens of different varieties, and all citrus trees too. A gorgeous 6-footer, regular $59.99, is just $30. Citrus trees, all kinds, regular $59.99, just $30. Larger sizes also available, also at half price. Hurry, this offer is 3 days only, so get on over to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala and cash in on this huge deal. It's Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Daily till 4. We'll see you there today.
Enrich your life at Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. Here, century-old oak trees surround stunning homes, the finest resort-style amenities, and a stately clubhouse. Our exceptional golf course will host the 2016 Coates Golf Championship presented by R&L Carriers. And here you can savor a luxurious lifestyle that's second to none. Call 352-369-6969 for more information on our available real estate options and to schedule a home tour.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking: will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
20 minutes after 9 o'clock, let's return to Veterans News with Hank Whittier. Hank?
Yeah, we're back, and I just want to make sure everybody knows the times and the dates on that charity event that we're
Yeah,
going to
Hank,
do.
it's going to be April 1st, April Fool's Day, and you're going to be made a fool of by Kathy Bryant. It's Friday night, 6 to 8. And on March 28th, which is a Monday, at QV Wine and Spirits, we're going to have our stare down and our weigh-in. That ought to be fun. The location of the event on April 1st, Friday night, is the Southeast Livestock Pavilion Sales Arena. And it's got theater seating. There isn't a bad seat in the place. And the donation of $10 we're asking for, and it's $20 if you want to be in the front row. And there isn't a bad seat in the place.
No, and you got tables as well.
There are tables available. They're $200. And you get a complimentary sandwich and stuff. And then QV Wine and Spirits is going to donate a 2-drink maximum wine, spirits for each table. And then Fish Hawks Distilleries, which is a local company that just started, they're going to be donating some blueberry vodka, blueberry V breezes and stuff, so people could have cocktails, but just a couple. We don't.
But that's just the tables, and it is limited, right?
It is limited. We're only going to have probably a dozen tables.
Yeah. And remember that the $10 donation is for Vets Helping Vets and to extend the Broken Wing program and other programs as well, which are going very well. We're still looking for more volunteers for that program to mentor young people in crises, and still looking for mentors for the court program, which keeps on expanding and getting larger all the time. And we can't do it without more mentors in the program. So if you're interested, all you got to do is call the office at 433-2320. Right, Gary?
Yeah, I believe we had 8 people yesterday. Hank,
Outstanding.
at
Very
the
good.
End of the
Very
session.
good. So, and I'm going out today to speak to Cherrywood folks, and that's one of my messages out there is, you can't do it. We can't do it by ourselves. And if you want to improve people's lives, you got to get involved. And if you want to make this a better community and get kids on the right track and veterans on the right track, you got to get your hands dirty a little bit. Okay, you got a phone call?
Yes, sir. Do you want to take a phone call?
Someone wants to place a bet on Kathy. Is that what it is?
Maybe. You'll need your headset to be able to hear the caller.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. You're on the air with Hank.
Good morning, Hank.
Hey, Guy. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too, and to everybody there. I received a letter dated January 4th, beginning 2016, the Affordable Care Act requires the Department of Veterans Affairs to notify enrolled veterans of a period of health care coverage during the previous calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
The law also requires the VA to provide this notification to the Internal Revenue Service, or the IRS, the infamous IRS.
Mm-hmm.
And because I still have to pay taxes, even though I'm over 75, I give you a 1095B form to submit when you do your income taxes. I think, to my way of thinking, this is overreach or encroachment of the federal government on people's rights. In other words, they got their hands into everything, and doesn't the VA have enough problems without having to put up with the Affordable Care Act? I'm just wondering what your take.
Well, I agree with you. I got mine in last week. Same thing. I have to report that and send that form in back with my taxes and what the implications are. I'm not sure, but basically, I think it is overreach. I think it's an overreach for the VA. I think it's certainly overreach for Internal Revenue, and I have no confidence in, and I'll say it on the air, my feeling about Internal Revenue is just a political arm of the White House, as far as I'm concerned. And
this is you hit it right on the head. This is what I'm getting at. This is more controlled by the administration or the White House, bypassing Congress as usual.
Well, the only way we're going to be able to deal with that, Sonny, is, we got an election coming up, and we better be motivated to put the right people in that White House to make some changes. I think there's a different way of doing things. If we're talking about making sure that the folks without insurance have something. There's different ways of going. It doesn't have to be that cumbersome. It doesn't have to be that much of an overreach. And again, it's something I didn't ask for, didn't want, and nevertheless, I'm paying the penalty because of those folks who forced it through. So I've got an opportunity come this year, and I'm going to take advantage of it.
Oh, most definitely. But my part, and I'm even making my phone calls and let it be known that this is not democratic as far as I'm concerned, and I don't think it has anything in the Constitution that could be used as a tool to justify this.
Well, and again, the American public was lied to. It wasn't going to be. It wasn't going to be an overreach. It wasn't going to be cumbersome. It wasn't going to affect us in any negative way. And yet, people around even those people who had insurance now are finding their premiums have increased. I mean, it's a mess. And in addition to that, it's going to help bankrupt us with everything else that the federal government's doing.
Well, that's for sure. Everything the federal government does cost us money, and that's the only way the anti-Americans can do this country in is by attacking the monetary system and the dollar.
Well, this is just another one of those examples of why people have so little faith in Washington, and not just the White House, but Congress as well, because Congress has been a go along, do along, agree, and they say a lot of things publicly, but then they go ahead and vote on these measures. So people wonder why these outsiders, particularly in the Republican Party, are doing so well. It's because people are so frustrated with what we have now. Hey, guys, Sonny, we're about ready to wrap up. I appreciate you bringing that up, buddy. Good talking to you.
Because the American people have to be made aware, I think, on a continual basis.
No, you're right. And again,
guys, thanks a lot for hearing me.
If you've never voted in your life, you need to vote in this election, because we can't afford what we've had for the last 8 years, and we certainly can't afford this to continue. So thanks, Sonny. I guess Sonny and I are pretty much, not always, but on that one we're on the right. Yeah, but it's turned out not to be what people thought it was going to be, and we'll see where it all takes us. But we got an opportunity to change all that. Got a lot of things coming up. I want to just update people. We're meeting tomorrow. The Vets Up and Vets folks are. We're meeting with some of the county officials to start moving forward on that old bowling alley building to establish the Veterans Resource Center. So we're meeting with their grant people tomorrow. We're in line for a pick up a grant to assist the county in rehabbing that old building. The target date for opening will be Veterans Day of this year, which sounds like a long time away, but in reality it isn't.
Right.
Yeah. And so I'll be setting up different meetings over at that building for veterans groups or any other groups who want to go walk through and see what it looks like now, which isn't much to see, but you have to use your imagination and your vision to see what it will look like and the opportunities it will afford veterans to get better services and more extensive services, and for us who are in that business or in that service to service veterans to coordinate our services a lot better than we're doing now. So we're looking forward to that. So the process has started. So again, we want to thank all the local politicians and the county commissioners particularly. Listen, I guess it's time to shove off. It's just about 9:30. I want to be safe out there. A little foggy out this morning. Driving's a little hazardous, but be careful. Have a great new year. We'll see you next week. And I want to tell you, as I tell you every week, thank you for your service, and God bless America, everybody.
From the mountains to the prairie.